my name is Larissa McMahon. I work for Be Online Learning. I'm the client manager with Be Online Learning, and we're selling to large corporations, government departments, but also small business and individuals as need be. I have been in sales on and off in various roles for probably a couple of decades here and there. Today has been great so far. I've learned, and it's been reiterated, the importance of asking questions and listening and finding out the beliefs that our client is interested in and to reach their outcome.
You've got to get organised. We've understood that from that last exercise, because people that are very organised, that can plan their territory, that know what the outcome's going to be, have one major advantage. When they're with a customer, they're more present, they're calmer and considered, therefore they can ask more questions, they can listen, and they can find opportunities.
I have to be honest, when I was told that we were going to come along and do the Sales Accelerator training, I was a little dubious. I've done a number of sales training courses in the last 15 to 20 years, and I spent the first 3 years in the AV business sitting in conferences which were sales conferences, and I've seen many of this type of training courses. I am now very much changed around on my views. I believe that what I've learned today, apart from refreshing me on a lot of things that I may well have forgotten, is there is a different approach to the way that we're doing this. It seems to be more organised. I seem to have a better understanding of things that I might not have been quite as au fait with in the past. And I really do believe that what I've learned today is going to make a difference to the way I interact with my customers and the overall profitability of the business.
And mindset is the key, because your mindset determines your success. It determines your outcome.
Charmaine knows what she's talking about, which is something that's important to me, because that's how I talk to people, from a position of knowledge. It's very easy to get along with, and it's a very non-threatening environment, which is one of the things that people generally don't like about the training environment. It's the feeling of being in a shell or threatened. So it's very open, very warm and welcoming. It's a great environment to be in.
In this job, you need to understand how to solve customers' problems. You are a problem solver.
I think one of the things that's really interesting about the world we live in at the moment is things are constantly changing, and the need to update our skills, our experience, to tailor our approaches. What worked 10 years ago perhaps needs tweaking now. It's going to need tweaking in the future. Also some of those that have more experienced in sales have been to lots of training programs. I think their ability there to actually be able to look at, okay, cool, now how do I tweak things a little bit? Perhaps what's a new approach? What's a different approach? So not only am I doing the BD, but I'm thinking about my BD skills, my BD approach for today and also for the future as well.
And that is great. So you've got to ask yourself, how can you influence others? So before I go into how, let's write down 5 ways in which you can influence that customer.
For me, one of the most important things was bringing along the whole team, and that meant some very senior staff who have been doing this for 15 to 20 years. John, who's one of my most senior account managers, apart from being a very experienced salesperson, he's also run a lot of shows from an AV point of view. He's sat through endless amounts of sales training in the 90s, and he's commented to me, to Charmaine in the breaks, just how much he's learned that is new to him. So obviously there's a lot of new skills that are being learned today, and that's for people who have been doing this for a long time. In terms of Charmaine, the trainer, she has a wealth of knowledge that she draws upon from years of sales. She's also a very experienced trainer. She knows some great NLP techniques. What have I learned? Probably that all clients are different, and to remind the team of that daily. So whether it's in how we approach them in our questioning, how we deal with our repeat clients to make sure that we're looking after them properly. I think the team are learning the value of what we do and to be the experts, to hold value when a client may be pushing. So how to put the client in a position where they see the value in what you are doing as well.